the day. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll run here with Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
Now left side on the swing pass. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 20 carries, 83 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The 33-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On second and 12, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early. Firing
quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second and 11 now. Newton, and now he'll tuck it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Allen off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the Bengals forced to settle for a field goal try here as Mike Nugent is onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Escaping the play, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On the ground, it's Mack. He spins free. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Check.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was taken down by...
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
15-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Allen will try again on 2nd down. For Kenner here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
And again, it's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Allen going to try and keep it.
That's caught at the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kyle Rudolph, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Time for our player spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. On 1st down, it's Newton. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
A loss of 8 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Dallas. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. From the gun, Allen. And it's caught off the deflection. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by Jackson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Deshaun Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Mike Nugent.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Jackson now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's good for us, Cincinnati.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
He's going to try and take off with it.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
We won.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they get it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 61 yards that time on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
At the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. It's Mack. Busts through the tackle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2.
But that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Jackson now to return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
To throw again, Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the gun, Allen. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Makes the score. Bengals.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Boys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
On first down, Newton. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Check, watch 54, 54. Here we go again. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Yeah. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there with his his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point coming now for Nugent. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Cowboys 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 10, Newton again. That's complete to Slayton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They snap it to Newton. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural.
Yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.